Hello, beautiful soul. My name is Mara, and I welcome you to today's Pick a Card reading. We're going to be taking a look at your career. We're asking 3 different questions. So, first is what career opportunities you should look into. Secondly, what will support you in pursuing financial success. And lastly, what will hinder you or create obstacles in pursuing financial success. So, I've got 3 different piles, 3 different crystals for you to choose from. And as we go through the reading selection, I will be playing a sound for those of you that like to choose your reading clairaudiently. So let's go ahead and jump into the reading selection. All right, if you're ready, we are going to begin with reading number 1, but all 3 readings will be timestamped in the description box, as well as a link to my free tarot course. So if you're interested in learning how to read tarot from me, then definitely check that out. I've also got links to all of the decks that I'm using in this video, as well as on my channel. So go ahead and find your timestamp, and I'll see you at your reading. Hello, group number 1. Welcome to your reading. Let's go ahead and jump in. And again, we are going over what career opportunities you should dive into or keep an eye out for. And then we are going to be taking a look at what will support you and what will hinder you in pursuing financial success. So we're going to start off with the opportunities that you should look for. Okay, we've got all that glitters, number 16. So, okay. You are somebody that really, really enjoys the big, flashy, rewarding things in life. You live a lifestyle or desire to live a lifestyle that is filled with richness, that is filled with glittering opportunities, really full moments in life where you can drive the car that you want, have the career that you want, live in the space that's comfortable for you and maybe even exciting for you, maybe traveling. You live an expensive lifestyle or you desire to. And so you're going to need a career path that is going to fit that. Now, when it comes to this card, it can often speak of needing something small to support that lifestyle. So it's not necessarily that you need to go off and become a millionaire to get that lifestyle. It's more so about you creating it and putting in the hard work to get to that point. So what you are wanting, it is going to look like something different at first that will develop into this big money opportunity. So don't be surprised if the universe is sending you opportunities that look somewhat dull or somewhat boring or just not what you're expecting, because the universe has a specific plan in place. And I feel like if you just open yourself up to it, that you're going to get the finances that you want. It may look very different at first, depending on who you are, where you live, and what you're doing. So let's get some tarot to clarify all of this. Interesting. Okay. So you're being asked to walk away from something so that you can get what you want. You're probably feeling kind of stuck in a dead-end job, or just one that doesn't feel very connected to you and your purpose and the things that you're interested in. And so I do see you having this moment where you're kind of just thinking, you're in the planning stage, and the universe is kind of like, stay there. stay there for a moment, get very clear on what it is that you want, build that trust within yourself, and have a clear picture before you embark on this journey, because it is going to be emotionally tolling. If that's, I don't know if that's the right term, but it's going to be a little bit emotionally draining, because there is something that you have put a lot of effort into. You have put a lot of your energy, your time into, and you're having to walk away from that and start somewhat from scratch. And so the opportunities aren't going to come until you start following your purpose. And you can't really do that until you have the clarity that you really need to embark on this journey. If you're not sure about it, there's no way that you're going to leave your comfort zone for something new. It's just not realistic. So let's see, how is the universe going to be sending these opportunities to you? Okay. I kind of feel like these are going to come as a result of you facing difficulty. And it's not in the way of like the universe is testing you and you have to go through trials and tribulations so that you can prove yourself. It just kind of feels like there is a lot going on. There's this heaviness. And until you say and stand in your emotions, and say enough is enough. I'm tired of this anxiety. I'm tired of worrying about my money situation. I'm tired of worrying about my purpose. I can't carry this burden anymore. Until you get to that point, I just don't see you being ready or willing enough to go after your dreams. So it's a passion project. This is coming in the form of you feeling so incredibly lit up by the universe and lit up by your ideas that you can't help but go towards it. And so even if it doesn't make sense logically, you're following your intuition. You're saying to hell with these anxieties, to hell with these worries, to hell with, all of that baggage that I've been carrying for so long, and I'm going to focus on myself. So this opportunity is coming to you as a result of you surrendering, of you saying enough is enough. I can't carry that weight anymore, and I'm going to try something new. Okay, so for you, group number one, you are going to be getting an opportunity that looks like a passion project that is going to require a lot of work, but that will ultimately blossom and build and grow into what you are looking for to sustain your glittery lifestyle. So your opportunity is pretty beautiful, and I feel like it's really about what you want in this scenario, and what you want and need in life. So don't be afraid to go after your dreams, basically. You've got a lot of support from the universe in terms of your financial desires. So let's go ahead and take a look at what will support you in pursuing financial success. Okay, we've got breathe. Yeah, totally tracks with what we've just discussed. So there is this really nice relaxed energy here. It definitely feels like the universe is just saying you're needing to get to a point where you can breathe. You have to let go of the things that are no longer supporting you and get to a place where you can really exist without that worry. Maybe you've been living paycheck to paycheck for a really long time. I mean, most of the world is. And you're done. You're fed up and you want to just breathe. And you may not feel safe to yet, but that may actually be the thing that gets you the opportunities or gets you to a place where you can really go after your financial success, is to relax and be relaxed and to breathe deep, to work through any traumatic things that tell you you're not worthy of money, you're not worthy of success, you're not worthy of financial freedom and those kinds of things. So let's go ahead and use some tarot to clarify this. Yeah. I mean, it does. You've gotten strength twice, and you've gotten the Eight of Cups twice. So, I mean, it takes a lot. It takes a lot for you to go after your dreams, and it's a brave thing to do. You've got the Fool here front and center, so I do feel like there's a certain level of risk when it comes to your career. And normally, when the Fool comes out in career readings, I do like to advise against making any rash decisions. But with everything that we've got going on, and of course, plan wisely, but with everything that we've kind of learned so far, I am feeling like you may need that risk-taking factor. You may need that leap of faith moment where you trust yourself enough to go after your dreams and desires. It's an emotional journey for sure. You're having to really choose this new path, to choose to walk away, but it's rewarding. It's enough. It's enough for you. And if you are able to breathe through this, if you're able to relax your mind a little bit through all of this, then I see things working out for you tremendously. Your dreams, your goals, your desires, your wishes, they want to come true for you. But until you give yourself that peace of mind, I don't feel like you'll be willing enough to put in the work that it's going to take to achieve those things. Let's see what else will come through. You really are going to have to throw away the box that you've put yourself in. I feel like there's a little bit of this need to stay in your comfort zone, to stay in the position that you're already at financially, even if it's not meeting all of your needs, because at least it's enough, or at least it's familiar. And there's a lot of unknown energy that comes with what you are about to embark upon. And so you're going to have to throw away the beliefs or the ideas that you have boxed yourself into so that you can fully embrace this new path. Because the wheel is going to keep on turning, and you can decide to jump into that flow, or you can decide to stay in your box and stay in the constraints that you've put on yourself. And this isn't like I'm calling you out, but it's really just your guide saying, hey, like, you have what it takes to go after your dreams. You just have to throw away from the traditions that you have put yourself into, the things that you have practiced over and over and over again. You need to create something new. You need to be willing to move in a new direction and be excited about it. So, I mean, this is a time for you to go after your purpose and really see that your purpose matters, even if it doesn't make sense to society or to other people. Your dreams are important, and they are going to lead you to a place of success in your life, financial success. All right, so lastly, we are taking a look at what is going to hinder you in going after financial success. So you've got orphaned, okay? So, I mean, this is such a cohesive reading. I feel like the thing that's really holding you back the most is you choosing to abandon your dreams and desires, you orphaning yourself. And really just choosing to focus on what makes sense for other people, or focus on what makes sense in a comfort zone type of way, instead of going with your inner child, going with your dreams and desires, and saying, I'm not going to abandon you. I'm going to be brave. I'm going to go after what I want, and I'm going to, adopt those things that I really want. So this is about abandoning yourself. So the thing that's really going to limit you in finding your financial success that you're desiring for this really beautiful, glittery, flashy lifestyle is letting yourself abandon you, letting yourself put yourself on the back burner and not giving you the time of day to explore or relax into the things that you really want for yourself. Absolutely. Wow. Very clear. Your guides are coming through for you today. There is so much emotional there's so much emotion tied into your finances, and it's interesting. The only Pentacles card to come out this entire reading has been the Five of Pentacles, which talks of going through a really difficult time, of, going through the trials and tribulations and the hard moments in life where you do not feel supported. You do not feel like you have enough. You're constantly falling on hard times. And so it looks like you've been dealt a really difficult set of cards. You've been dealt a really harsh reality when it comes to your career, when it comes to your finances. And so, no, it's not all your fault. It's not that, you have these set of belief systems and you create your reality from your thoughts, and it's just because you're not thinking positive enough. It's nothing like that. And I mean, it does have a factor to do with what you're going through, but it's important to understand that not all of the hard things that you have faced within your career life or within your finances are entirely your fault. I mean, there's a lot of stuff going on in the world that doesn't support a even just a comfortable lifestyle. So just first start with not blaming yourself anymore. And once you get to that point of just accepting that some things have been out of your control and you've been doing the best that you excuse me, you've been doing the best that you can, then you can start to look at, okay, now that I know what it is that I want, now that I am like getting ready to go after my dreams, how can I challenge myself to heal? Because I do see that there are some beliefs that may be getting in the way of you creating that abundance for yourself. And it's not like you're putting yourself in the position of negativity so you can work your way out and have this epiphany. It's just that you have belief systems that you've adopted throughout your childhood, maybe by witnessing the way that your parents handle money or their career life. There's something that has ingrained in you that you're not enough and what you want is not worth it. Like, it's not worth the work to go after. But if you give yourself permission to really dive into everything that you're healing right now and have this purification moment, you're going to see very quickly that you are worth it, and that this career path, whatever your dreams and desires are calling you towards, is the thing that's going to make you the happiest, and it's the thing that you should not abandon. Do not give up hope on your dreams and desires. So yeah, start with not giving a bunch of shame and guilt to your circumstances, and then once you get into a space where you feel like there's some relief there, that's where you'll be able to clearly and effectively be able to go through what beliefs may be hindering your financial success. So yeah, I mean, in terms of like what's limiting you, what's an obstacle in your way, it's just yourself. It's your own mind. It's you really abandoning yourself. And again, I really want to drill in the fact that it's not always about your positive mindset that's going to get you results. Sometimes bad stuff happens, but it's how you show up for yourself in all of that that's going to give you that financial reward in the long run. So yeah, So that's what I'm seeing for you. I think that you have a really beautiful career life in front of you, and it's just a matter of you choosing yourself, not abandoning you and your own energy, because you're worthy. You're supposed to have that big, beautiful, luxurious lifestyle. You are meant to have that, and you're worthy of it. So please do yourself a favor and go after it. So if you found this reading to be helpful, insightful, uplifting, and inspiring, then please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. If you'd like to book a private reading with me, I do have my email in the description box. And again, if you'd like to learn how to read tarot, then go ahead and check out that playlist in the description box as well. But I love you all. I wish you all the best. Blessed be. Hello, group number 2. Welcome to your reading. Let's go ahead and jump into it. So again, we are going to be going over what career opportunities you should be going after or keeping an eye out for, and then we will be looking at what will support you and what will hinder you in terms of pursuing financial success. So starting off with the opportunities that you should be keeping an eye out for. A change in the wind. Okay, so this opportunity is going to come as a big change in your lifestyle. Maybe it'll take you to a different state or a different country. There's some kind of big move that is going to impact your life, not just in terms of like a whole new career. That could just be it, but I think that for the majority of you, your career change is something that's going to change a lot more than just your career. All right, let's use some tarot to get into this, get some details about this opportunity or opportunities. Maybe you live away from home and you're being asked to go back home or go back to some place that you consider to be home. And honestly, it could even be some place that you've never been before that is going to feel like home. But there's something to do in your career that requires you to feel safe in. So your career, this opportunity that's coming to you, and I want to be clear that it is coming, but I don't see it happening very soon. I see it being something that is really, really supportive of your mental health. And it's interesting. I wonder if you haven't gone through what you need to go through in order to recognize this opportunity, or maybe you're still in like the clutches of whatever you're struggling with that in the future you're going to be helping people with. Let's get some more clarity on this. It does feel like a very mentally well journey though. Like whatever you're pursuing, it's coming as a result of you putting in the effort and really taking the time to take care of yourself, and that's how the universe is matching this energy, this change. Yeah, totally. You've got a lot suggesting that the timing is going to be important and you're not quite there yet. It just looks like there's something that does need to be let go of, or a big thing. It's honestly feeling like a whole entire lifestyle. Like you may be living a very specific way, or you may have specific beliefs that support what you're currently going through. And as you progress forward and as you make changes in your life, create new routines and change your perspective and let go of the things that are really limiting you, that's where you start to see the opportunity, and that's where the universe opens the floodgates of reward and of balance. And it's going to be important for you to go through this. It's not like you're self-sabotaging. I mean, there may be a little bit of that going on, but it feels like you have to go through this in order to really have a clear understanding, and have the knowledge of helping people. It feels very much about yourself first, but that in that you're really going to be impacting other people. You're really going to be nurturing and uplifting and supporting others. I honestly wouldn't be surprised if you're struggling right now and you become a therapist or a psychiatrist or a holistic teacher or leader or some kind of person that really helps people to get through obstacles that you have deeply faced. So this is going to be a pretty significant change, and it does feel like not just a career change but a whole lifestyle change. So it's going to require a lot of momentum, it's going to require a lot of focus, and it's going to require a lot of attention, attention to detail and attention to yourself. So let's go ahead and look at what will support you in pursuing your financial success. So we've got happy, happy. Yes, I love this. So you are going to be needing to go after the things that truly make you happy. And you may not be in a very happy space right now. You may not be in a space where you've cracked the code in terms of what you want to do for a career, and that makes you depressed or that makes you upset, or you just don't have the energy to, and that is okay. And again, I feel like it's important that you embrace where you're currently at, and that's not to say, make things worse, but don't try and force yourself to be happy and positive and outgoing and wonderful and all the things if you're not in that space. Let yourself be where you're at so that when this feeling does come, and when excuse me, and when you are able to open yourself up to it, that it comes naturally, organically, and in such a rewarding manner. I feel like the financial success that you're looking for, it's like if you're not happy in what you're doing, then the financial reward isn't there. It's like you don't your emotions, your happiness is so extremely wrapped up in your financial belief system that if you're not passionate about what you're doing, if you're not, really thriving in your job or your career path, then the universe isn't going to support it because you're not supportive. I hope that makes sense. Let's get some clarity from tarot. You got the Six of Cups again. Okay, honestly, the more that we go into this, the more that I am seeing it as like this kind of therapy type thing. And again, you may not be wanting to do that, and that's totally fine, but there is something here that suggests that whatever you're going after, the financial reward that you're going to be seeking is coming as a result of you doing some kind of training, some kind of learning. You are going to have to probably enroll in a class, or maybe you get your own therapist, and then you are in a position where you can kind of be a life coach if you don't want to go through all of the training and schooling that therapists go through, because it's years. But I feel like there's this really beautiful learning moment where you're taking care of your emotions and you're going after your dreams and you're processing some really heavy stuff, and because of that you're coming at this in a very successful way. So in order to be successful in your financial pursuit, you're going to have to go outside of your comfort zone, learning new things, learning new skills, training, learning stuff is going to be beneficial. Also, creating new lifestyles, new traditions in your life, new routines, leaning into those things, that's really going to benefit you. Yeah. I mean, you really, I just feel like so much power coming from you, but it's like you haven't like woken up yet. Like you haven't taken the time to believe it yet. And so it doesn't feel quite attainable. But it's something that you are going to lead yourself towards. It's something that you're going to be like one of those people that's like, yeah, this is my success story. This is how I inspire other people, because look at where I used to be and look at where I'm at now. It's like you go through so much, or you have been through so much, and to pull yourself out of that and end up where you're going to end up in life, in your career, financially and emotionally, is incredible. It's inspiring. So I also am seeing that whatever you're leaning into financially, it's likely going to look very different than what people expect from you, or what you maybe expected from yourself. There's something new about it, and it's going to change a lot for you. I feel like some of you may even be a little bit older, and the idea of starting from scratch is like overwhelming you, and maybe other people don't really believe in your ability to do so, but you just need to believe in it yourself, because whatever you go after, I'm seeing so much reward coming to you, that you really just have to be the one that believes in yourself. All right, so lastly, we are going to look at the things that are going to hinder you or create obstacles in your life in terms of going after financial success. Okay. Oh, very, very on track with what we've been talking about. So we've got co-create. Leave other people's opinions to the side. I feel like this is not a co-creative experience. This is all about you. This is all about what you want, what's going to make you happy. This isn't about honoring an agreement. This isn't about doing something because you've done it for so long and now you must honor the longevity of it. It's not about respecting other people's opinions. You need to go after your desires and choose yourself. And really find wisdom in creating things from your own point of view. So working with others, and I'm not in like the work that you're going to be doing, like I'm saying, like not in the way of like you becoming a therapist and helping others, but in like terms of you taking advice from other people right now, or listening to other people's opinions, or going after things that other people think you'd be interested in. That's not where you're going to find financial success. That will likely cause obstacles and hinder you and slow down the financial success that you're looking for. Yeah. Doubting the universe's ability, there's a lot of doubt here. There's a lot that's suggesting that the thing that's hindering you the most is focusing so much on all of these other things, these other opportunities maybe, or things that you've become comfortable with. Focusing too much on that, or staying too long in the planning stage, is not helping you. It's limiting the excuse me, I'm having like acid reflux. It's limiting your ability to have that financial freedom that you're looking for. So change things up, change your perspective, that change in the wind moment. There's going to be this big change, and of course you're going to be the one to do it. And again, I do not feel that you're ready right now, but that it's something that you can slowly kind of open yourself up to. And as of right now, just learn about what you're going through. Learn from your experiences and really just give yourself permission to heal emotionally. Because there's a lot of stress, there's a lot of anxiety, there may be a lot of self-doubt. Maybe you're just overthinking the situation, but I am seeing that it's not going to be time to move until you feel ready to take that leap of faith, until you feel sure and confident. And that's of course going to come from practice. So you do have to put in the work to get to this point mentally, because I do see a lot of like, yeah, back and forth thinking that's really making you feel very powerless. I almost said powerful. So yeah, I mean, your mind is your own worst enemy when it comes to you going after your financial success. It just kind of feels like there's a lot weighing on your financial success. And so you're like, well, should I do this? I don't trust myself here. Should I go do this? Like, what's going to happen if I go after this? Like, there's a lot of back and forth and a lot of questioning yourself. And so that may be why you're leaning on other people's opinions to find that success. But this is just a moment in your life where you're going to have to choose yourself and choose your own opinions, choose your own thoughts, choose your own desires, and really find what's going to make you happy. So, yeah, I mean, for you, pile number two, your career path is going to be extremely impactful, not just for other people, but for you too. You are a success story. You are an inspiration to a lot of people, and I definitely feel like you are going to gain a lot out of the process of leaning into your career path. So if you found this reading to be helpful, insightful, uplifting, inspiring, all the things, then go ahead and give this video a thumbs up if you will, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I do post a weekly pick a card reading. So yeah, I love you all. I wish you all the best in going after your dreams. You are so worthy of this opportunity or opportunities, and you're amazing. So blessed be. Hello, group number three. Welcome to your reading. Let's go ahead and jump into it. So we are going to take a look at the opportunities that you should look out for or go after, and then we will be looking at what will be supporting you and then what will hinder you in terms of going after and pursuing your financial success. So let's go ahead and start with the opportunities that you should keep an eye out for. Okay, so we've got TikTok. So some of you, your career may be on TikTok. Some of you, this is probably just about timing. But I definitely feel like there's a message here of like creating the timing for yourself, which is interesting. So you may be self-employed. You may be somebody that needs to go after opportunities that are very centered around entrepreneurial energies. So creating a schedule for yourself, leaning into the things that support you and your own routine that are not like forced upon you. There's something that's like a little bit constraining, like in this energy, that I feel like you want to break free from. I like how this clock is like, I mean, the clock is intact, but there are a bunch of shattered numbers behind here. And so it makes me feel like you're breaking out of an old time schedule, you're breaking out of an old system and creating one for yourself, one that you really do enjoy. So this actually feels like an opportunity that you're creating for yourself, not necessarily that the universe is like, here, have it, here it is. Let's go ahead and get some clarity though. I think there was one more that flipped around. There was totally one more. Where'd it go? Okay. Oh, okay. There we go. I knew it. Okay. Okay, let me clarify one thing. I want to know what this Four of Swords is. Okay, yeah, what I thought. So you're probably somebody that has faced burnout at least once in your life where you're like, you can't go anymore, you're totally tired, you can't focus, you're exhausted, your mental health is at risk, like those kinds of things. Like you have faced pretty severe burnout. And so this opportunity, it's going to look refreshing to you. It's one that's going to really look like a new start, something that's exciting, something that brings a lot of new fresh perspectives, new fresh energy, a co-creative experience where you're able to find emotional reward with others. creating the right kind of clients or attracting rather the right kind of clients into your business, or just being open to a sense of fullness that comes from working for yourself. I'm totally leaning into the entrepreneurial message here. It doesn't really feel like anybody else would have picked this pile, so that's what I'm going to lean into. So yeah, emotionally, you need to feel supported. You need to feel like there's reward there. You need to feel like it's worth it. And so your work is, yes, still going to be work. It's still going to have a lot that you need to do, but it's something that is rewarding to you. It's something that feels good in your body. It's something that closes out the old chapters and welcomes in really fun and exciting and uplifting times. Yeah. And it's not going to look big and flashy at first, but it's something that that is going to lead you to the financial success that you're looking for. This is an intuitive path. You're really going to need to lean on your intuition to go towards it. With the Knight of Cups here on the bottom of the deck, I just feel like this is a little bit of a gentle moment, where you're like, I don't have all the answers, or maybe I feel like I do. Regardless of what unfolds, I'm going to follow my heart. I'm going to follow my intuition. I'm going to give myself the support, the emotional support that I really need to grab this opportunity and take it. I also feel like there are a bunch of people supporting you. Like, it's probably not your first time talking about this in your friend group or, online, maybe on TikTok, where you're like, I want this to be my full-time job. I'm going to make it happen. And people are like, hell yeah, you could totally do that. I totally see that for you. But regardless, there's just a bunch of people that really do want to see you succeed in this and want to see you embark on this journey. So you are somebody that has a good personality. You're somebody that has a lot of charisma. And I also see that here with the Knight of Cups. I see you being somebody that is ready to interact with people in a way that's going to support you financially. So just know that you're not alone in wanting to pursue this. This looks like an opportunity that's coming to you as a result of not only you choosing it, but other people being in support of it. Okay. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at what is going to support you. I was trying struggling to find a word there. Support you, uplift you, and encourage you along your path of pursuing financial reward. Okay, so we've got deep knowing. Yes, here with the intuition. You need to be following this knowing that you have. Like, you are destined for this path. You know that you are going to find financial reward from going after your dreams, from creating your own business, from doing it from scratch maybe, and just putting in the work to get what you want. There's a deep knowing there, a deep inner wisdom that is telling you to go after these things. So let's get some clarity. Yeah, your wishes are the universe is to grant you. And I do feel like there's something about this process that's really going to get you to a place where you respect the timing of things. You respect the process, your creative process. I am seeing a lot of financial support in you building the things that you want. So I don't think that you're going to have to worry that much about, say you're in a dead-end job and you go to quit your job and focus on this full-time. I don't think that there's going to be that big of a financial transition. Of course, there may be one, and I'm not telling anybody here to go and quit your job that's supporting you, but I am thinking and seeing that there is going to be support there when you need it. And so leaning on others, being in a position where you know when to take, you know when to harvest the rewards that you really want and need for yourself, and know when to stand back and let other people enjoy the limelight, or let other people enjoy what they need to, and just kind of have that ebb and flow where you know and you're very practiced in taking a hold of the fruits that are ready for you, the opportunities that are ready for you. Because it doesn't feel like this entrepreneurial thing, like, I feel like it's not just one and done opportunities, like you land a job and that's it. It feels like you're creating this and you're having to go through this series of taking and choosing and really setting yourself up for the success that you're looking for. So yeah, in all of this, I am also seeing that you're going to have to create this new path for yourself. It's not something that's going to just land in your lap. And I think that, that's something that I've said before, is just you're going to have to pursue it. You're going to have to go after it, and go after it with a fierceness that can't really be shoved around by other people's opinions or other doubts, or maybe your own doubts. Create a strong why, because it's going to be important in the long run with this. Let's see if anything else is coming through. Yeah, I mean, honestly, the main thing here, the thing that's really going to support you the most in pursuing your financial success, is going to be your own vision, creating a strong why you want to do this, and choosing to consistently take action towards it. Your vision is something that's going to be important. Oh, it's interesting that you've got the 8 of Swords underneath this. It's almost as if, like, you may not feel like you have everything that you need to get going in this direction, but you absolutely do. And it's going to be important for you to see what tools you do have to your advantage right now, and not try to assume, I don't have what I need, or I don't have what I'm going to have in 10 years, so why even try? Like, don't future trip. Just start with where you're at and create the life that you want from there. And I do see you being supported along the way. Again, there's like a lot of people that want to see you thrive in this. So you're not alone in the financial reward that you're seeking for yourself. People want to give you their money, basically. All right. And so lastly, let's take a look at what is potentially hindering you or creating obstacles when it comes to going after financial success. Okay. Not for you. Interesting. Okay. I feel like this is a big thing that's like, you are not meant to be working for, I just really don't think that you're meant to be working for an industry. You're not meant to be working for something that requires you to, play this little chess game and be a part of, a plan that's not your plan. You're meant to be creating your own game, your own rules. So there's something that is not for you that is really limiting your financial growth, your financial rewards. Let's get into it with some tarot. Interesting. There may be somebody or a group of people that are actually not very supportive of you. Let me clarify that. Well, okay. It doesn't look like anything like betrayal, but it does look like there is something. It's probably just the job that you're working. That environment is not the best for you, and it's causing you to feel like a wounded warrior where you're pushing, and you're so tired, you're so done, you're burning out, and you just need to break free. You need to let down your guard and trust that the universe is going to support you along this journey. So there is something that you're holding yourself back in, and really not giving yourself permission to go after, hence this entrepreneurial thing. So it is a passion project. It is something that you're really going to have to choose and choose to invest in consistently, and not be afraid of going after your desires, not just have them sitting back here on this table in your subconscious, but actually turn around and grab one of these cups and say, hey, this is mine. I created this in my mind, and now I'm going to go after it. Now I'm going to take the physical steps to align with this emotional desire that I have. I'm not going to hold myself back anymore. I'm not going to pretend like it doesn't exist, that it doesn't matter to me. I am going to nurture my finances. I'm going to nurture my body and my mind to be in support of my finances, and I'm going to create this life for me. I am going to create what is for me, and I'm not going to settle for what is not for me just because it's there already. Big stuff, big energy. I really feel like you are in such a pivotal moment, and your career is something that's going to show you that your life is worth living, that your life is something worth investing in, that you are worth investing in, and the way that you show up in life is about to drastically change, like big time. So yeah, I mean, I love this reading for you. I'm really excited for you, and I think that you're going to do amazing stuff. So if you found this reading to be helpful and insightful, and you like the way that I read, then please consider giving this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I do post a weekly pick a card reading. And if you'd like to book a private reading with me, my email's in the description box. You can also reach me over on TikTok. Because I'm making my dreams come true on TikTok, so you can too. So I love you all. Thank you so much for being here. Blessed be.